Hello world, and welcome back to the chemical property import series. And now we are getting to my favorite part. Ignore the neighbors. My favorite part, regular expressions. So, um, to do this, as you might expect, we have to import them. That's something to do. And since they're so common, they're just simply RE. Instead of type fully out like most of these other things here that one has to import. Boop boop. Alright. Now, regular expressions are complicated when typed out. So I'm not going to do it here initially. Well, first I should say what regular expressions are. So essentially, what we want is we want to go into here, this database that has all of these things in its own format, that it just kind of has. Some of them have units, some of them don't. There's big spaces here. It's a big old mess. And then there's stuff at the beginning, and we have to tell explicitly how to align the critical temperature with 591.95, and then the units if need be. And so to do that, we use regular expressions. And to write regular expressions, we use one of these fancy websites here. And so first, we put in the string that we're messing with, which is this whole page. And then we put in the expression, which is just what's going to seem like a random string of letters and characters, but they all have meaning. Instead of writing it out, since this one's particularly long, I think it might be more instructive if I simply copy and paste it in. So here we go. And so it might look crazy up here, but it helps you through all of it. With all of these things here, Regex 101, great resource. And so essentially, you want to get somewhere and then just get more specific. So the full match starts right here. And so this character asserts the start of a line. This one asserts white space. And you can like go through it multiple times. As few or as many times as you need. And like more white space characters around. So it's saying the line starts with white space, and there's a bunch of stuff that's like do as much as you want. And like you start it when it's white space all the way until end of the line. White space beginning to white space end is what all the blue stuff is saying, which is all this blue stuff. And so group 1, which is the first thing that it pulls out, is, as you can see, denoted right here in this section. So matches character. This one talks about any word. This one talks about a space in there. This one refers literally to the dash symbol, and this one to the decimal symbol, and as many as needed until a bunch of white. And you can see it programmably goes through all of these and pulls out these right there. And so, and you can see there's always, it's able to know this by the space before them, and the fact that the start of the group starts with like empty line and things, and like these descriptions don't match anything for the rest of the thing down here. And so group 2, talking about right here. And so it says match the characters. There could be a negative in there could be decimals, there could be numbers 0 to 9, there could be an E in there for, say, like E to the something, and as many as needed. And you can quickly see that this stuff dwindles down pretty quickly, and it's going to do a very similar thing for the rest of these. And so the regular expressions that we will be needing are that one. Let's get all of these, and that is going to be imported like so. One moment, just copying and pasting it all over. Boop. And so we can see we created a variable that just collects the pattern, then re.compile, and R, talking about raw string, goes through a string of all the stuff that we developed in the regex software. And this multiline 1 specification here is simply, or you know what, let's look it up. Read.multiline Python. Beep. New expressions. No, go look up multiline. And so it says, it tells the caret that that it happens in multiple lines, as we might expect. And then, as you can see before, I was looking up .all, which specifies exactly what the dot does, and it does something similar, allowing it to catch multiple things or multiple lines with the dot in mind. And the other one that we're going to need is the one that, so this one gets those properties that I was pointing at before, and there's another one that does a very similar process, but instead finds the coefficients down here for the specific thing that we're looking for when given. So the goal of this, to get some broad overview, is we want to be able to input critical temperature and have it spit out 591.95. And similarly, we want to say like coefficient A of vapor pressure, coefficient B of vapor pressure, number 1 or 2, however you want to label these, and just spit it out immediately and have that all available at a moment's notice is the goal of this program. And as you can see, regular expressions is a surprisingly easy way, for how complicated it looks initially, to getting all of this information.